What's up, everybody? Thanks again for stopping by for another edition of March 4th with Mike Bauman. I, of course, am your host, Mike Bauman. Whoever you are, wherever you're listening from, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. If you're a returning listener, I greatly appreciate your continued love and support. And if you're a brand new listener of the show, man, thank you so much for hopping aboard that pirate ship. You can follow me on Instagram at March 4th Pod. I am on YouTube at March 4th Pod. You can also follow me over there on the TikTok at March 4th Podcast. Hey, you know what? If you made it here, then that means you found me somehow. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to check out another edition of the March 4th with Mike Bauman podcast. How is everybody doing, man? I hope that this finds you well as it is hitting your eardrums as we enter June. We're about halfway through the year, so I hope that everybody is doing well. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're checking in with yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Don't be too hard on yourself, but hold yourself accountable for your goals and your hopes and your dreams, man, because you got to go make it happen. You got to go make it happen. And as we're making things happen over here, man, we're on episode 176 of March 4th with Mike Bauman, yours truly. It's crazy, man. Time definitely is a trip, and time flies. And to think about just episode 176 of March 4th, that's not counting back when it was Bauman's Breakdown. It's kind of nuts, man. So it's truly a testament to all of you who listen and like and subscribe and share. Tell your friends about the show, and I'm truly humbled by the show's growth over these past few years, man. It's been a lot of fun to see, and I really enjoy having these conversations and hopefully putting people onto new music. Obviously, I have a lot of bands on the show, a lot of new artists, and it's cool, man. It's cool to be in that position of hopefully getting people into new artists that they weren't aware of previously, and sharing conversations that are hopefully entertaining and informative. And speaking of entertaining, I'm just going to get right into this week's show, man. This guy is a very entertaining guy. He is part of a very entertaining new band that is in the trap metal realm. He is none other than Ty of Bury the Masses. These guys are influenced by the likes of Dropout Kings, Limp Bizkit. Ty loves System of a Down, as you will hear. And these guys are really interesting, man. They just came out with their debut single, Hitta Lick, which came out on April 18th. The music video's already got over 76,000 views. They teamed up with Berran Lee for that. A real spitter on the mic, man. Real entertaining guy himself. They've got some irons in the fire with other artists already, including Black Cat Bill of Dropout Kings for a future release. The music video for Hitta Lick is sick. The single itself is really awesome. And Ty is hilarious. And in this episode, you guys will hear about everything from working with Everest Studios to future music videos to their sound to their influences, and also some alpacas. So without further ado, I'm going to shut my big yapper and give you guys my conversation with Ty of Bury the Masses. Here it is. Alrighty, well, there we go. Well, Ty, thanks again so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, especially since as we're recording this, it's on the eve of your debut single dropping with Bury the Masses, man.
Hello.
So
Yeah.
how excited are you to finally get Bury the Masses to the public with Hitta Lick, man?
Very, very excited. It's very nice.
So just as a place to start, dude, let me know how this came together, and how Bury the Masses ended up forming, especially with influences like Dropout Kings, Limp, obviously bringing some new metal flavors. How did you guys get this puppy going?
Yes. Me, Zero, Oni, and Kai, we're all from Sweden. We used to be alpaca farmers. And one day, alpaca spits in my eye, and we wage war against alpacas. And and we have to leave country because alpaca is very strong animal. And we need new job. We broke, so we meet Baron. We make metal music. We fucking hate alpacas.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a big fan of alpacas either if that happened to me, man.
He spit in my fucking eye.
Well, Sweden's got some death metal, roots. So I guess I kind of wasn't all for naught.
Uh, yes.
So what were your like earliest musical memories, dude? Like take me and the people back. Like how did you get into music and heavy music?
System of a Down. Darren Malikin is a big inspiration. We love him in Sweden.
System, what was you remember the first song? Was it one of the hits? Was it Chop Suey or was it one of the deep cuts?
Actually, it's one of Scar on Broadway's songs. They say first first song I learned on guitar. Very nice.
That was what Darren Malakian? Am I saying
Yep,
this? Yeah, yeah. Dude,
very nice.
I'm old enough to remember when that first dropped, man. I was actually kind of sad. As much as I enjoyed it, I wanted to see System back together, but Scars on Broadway was really good stuff.
It's very nice.
So Sweden, so are you in, can you tell the people, are you in the States now? Is that
Yes, we flee from alpacas and Kentucky cheap, so we live in Barron's basement. He feeds us cookies and water.
so how did you link up with Berran once after the alpaca attack, the unfortunate incident that happened in Sweden? How did you make your way to Kentucky? Like what was that like traveling overseas and eventually finding your way to the Midwest and linking up with Berran?
We take boat very slow, and then we meet Barron in alleyway. He's military vet. He tried to get us to stop being hooligans, and we told him no, and then he beat us up and told him we work for him now.
Now, at what point after the beating did music come up? Were you like, yo, dude, I love System. Scars on Broadway was like the first stuff that I got into. What do you think about maybe trying to do some new metal type stuff?
Uh, Shortly after beating, not long, Barron is a military vet, so he is straight to the point.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine. Well, I was thankfully sent the debut single early with Hitta Lick, and it's awesome. Genuinely, I also really enjoyed the video. I think you guys did that with Everest Studios, if I'm
He
not
is
mistaken. How did you link up with them?
Eric, good guy. Eric worked with everybody out here. If you don't work with Eric, you probably poser.
So, getting a little bit more of the backstory to Bury the Masses. I from what I understand, that name was like number 31, that there was like 20 or 30 other names that just weren't cutting it. How did you eventually land on Bury the Masses? Is there any story behind that? Because I know coming up with a band name is kind of tough, man.
Well, we say a bunch of names, and all names suck. We say Bury the Masses, and we go, wow, that sounds like a band you already like. And somehow nobody take name yet. So we take name. Zero picked the name, but Zero sucks. He's worst guitar player I've ever seen.
Now, as far as like everybody else in the band, is everybody kind of into new metal, or is it kind of like a confluence of influences for you guys in Bury the Masses?
Well, guitar player not that good, so new metal is all we can make. And Baron rap's really good, so you gotta put it somewhere.
How many songs were in the can before you guys decided on Hit a Lick to be the first one?
We have about 6 or 7 songs done. Uh, some are mainly waiting on animated videos.
Right on, man. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one out of the gate, dude. Especially like I'm a fan of Dropout Kings too. And this is not like me patting myself on the back, but a few of the members have been on the show. They're friends of the pod, and I got a chance to see them here in Nashville when they came and played live. So, big fan of those dudes and what they're doing, and definitely with what you guys are doing. At least in Hit a Lick, I heard some of that influence.
We
Um,
have song with Black Cat Bill coming out. from Dropout Kings. It's already done, waiting on video.
Sick, man. Yeah, he's good people. Those
Very
guys,
nice.
yeah, they first came on my radar back in like the pandemic, and I think I had him on in 2021, and then I had their former drummer, the cowboy drummer, on in 20. I think it was right after that in 2022. So it was before they got signed that I had Black Cat Bill on. But yeah, when Glitch King came out and came on my radar, that was it really blew me away. And it was cool, man. It was cool to see like it's cool to see like that new metal influence again. How cool has that been for you, just as somebody like you said that started with like System and Scars on Broadway to kind of see bands like Dropout Kings, and they're not the only ones, but to see a band like that have the kind of success that they have out of the gate.
It's very nice. Very nice. Black Cat Bill, we went to the Indianapolis show to have him in music video with us, and he great guy, great guy. We smoke a lot of pot. Us Swedes love our weed.
You said you guys have like 6, 7 songs right now. We can tell people that.
That's what we have recorded. Yes, one, 6, 7 songs that we thought were good enough to keep.
And who'd y'all record those with, man?
Everest, Eric, he also hates alpacas, so we are good with recording with Eric. We are very selective because not many people hate alpacas. They don't know how much alpacas suck.
So did he do the video too?
Yes, Eric is everything. Eric record us. Eric mix and master us. Eric do videos. He do this video going forward. We're doing animated videos because we just want crazy stuff, and it's kind of hard to do when you're only human.
Well, shout out to Eric, man. Sounds like a jack of all trades. I thought the video was sick. I know it'll be out by the time people see this, but it was cool. It was cool to get a sneak peek of that, man.
Yes, yes, he do a good job. We would keep him doing videos, but it's hard. Well, like I said, Berran is military. He is veteran. He going back into the military soon, and then all of us are our dads. We have kids, lots of kids, all alpaca hating kids, and so it's just very hard for us to get time for free. You know, if we're getting paid to come and play a show or something, that's a different story. But for us to all pay money to be together, we might as well do animated. So much easier.
Well, Kentucky, you guys have some pretty awesome festivals that come through there every year with metal. Are there any shows that have been inspirational to you, Ty, over the years?
I want to scream fuck alpacas at louder than life as much as I can on center stage. That is biggest festival. If I play that festival, I could retire. No more. No more shows ever. I'm
It's got to
kidding. We play more. Unless they ask us to play again, then we play there again.
got to visualize it, man. Maybe in a couple of years, Bury the Masses will be at Louder Than Life.
We have multiple PR teams and big monies and advertisements. So we're hoping that people like it. Because on TikTok, people like it. We post on TikTok, we get thousands of reacts and comments. They love it. TikTok love us. We post on Facebook, and old white man tells us that he hates us.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that people my dad's age are super into the new metal, like the 60s demographic, but I think definitely the 20s to 40s and even in the 50s, I think y'all be all right. So yeah, I feel like TikTok and Instagram are probably the better options I would think than Facebook.
Facebook's no good. They just say racist stuff towards us.
Really, has it gotten that bad on there? That's awful.
There's a few. It's a little weird. I had the guy who definitely hit the meth pipe and then wrote a 5 paragraph comment about how rapping metal has ruined everything.
Some people are just not good people, man. It's unfortunate, but but I'm glad it doesn't stop artists from continuing to make the music that they want to make, man. Whether it's hateful people on the internet or alpacas. So I get
Fucking
it.
alpacas.
Yeah.
Fuck alpacas. I'd rather deal with hateful people on the internet than fucking alpacas. Because at least hateful people on the internet do not spit in your eye. Fuck alpacas.
So you mentioned Eric is like the man where you guys are in Kentucky. Do you
He's pretty good. If you go to studio around here and you want to stay in state, he's pretty good. He deals with a lot of people, and he's a very nice guy. We joke around a lot. I yell at him sometimes.
what did he bring out of Utah that helped you grow as an artist with Bury the Masses?
Uh, he he do nothing. I perfect already. I don't know how to answer that. We walk in and we just boom bow pow. We perfect. Every good, we good. We have good time.
What about the first shows that you've ever been to, man? Anything that inspired you to do this and perform for a living? Like, are there any concerts that really stick?
Yes, been to louder than life many times. Very good time every time. Uh, I never see alpacas at shows too many times, so it's normally a good time. I have plenty of good times at shows. I've seen Ozzy, I've seen Slayer, I've seen Slipknot a million times at Louder Than Life. I've seen plenty of big shows, plenty of good bands. Seen a lot of small bands too, but I don't want to say names because I don't want to be associated with people. Because then they know who I am, and and that don't work out. Just know they're not fucking alpacas.
Right on. Well, I'm certainly not trying to get you with any gotcha questions and reveal your identity, Ty. So I won't do that, man. But
I will give you hints. I'm not the fucking alpaca.
yeah, that would be pretty tripped out if I had been talking to an alpaca this whole time, man. That'd definitely be a first for this podcast. But yeah, I mean, what's it been like to see new metal? I feel like not that it ever went away, but there was definitely a period where I feel like there were a lot of hateful people when it came to new metal, where people kind of kicked it a little bit, and now it seems like it's kind of had a resurgence. Have you kind of felt that, whether it's through the Louder Than Life shows that you've been through, or even in bands that
Yes.
you listen to?
I saw Limp Bizkit a few years back at Louder Than Life, and they have crazy show. Man broke arm, I believe. It was wild. Very crazy. He made them turn off monitors and made everybody get as close to front as possible. And craziness. All craziness. It was a great time. Him and who was the other band? Other band was Godsmack. Godsmack do really good too. Not new metal, but good. Very good. You could tell they use uh minimal sound backtracks. Minimal backtracks, all just super talent out of straight guitars. Which I wish we could say the same, but our guitar player sucks. He's just the worst person I ever met. And our bass player, a very weird person, carries a lighter fluid at all times. And I'm not making that up. That's actually a real fact.
Buy lighter fluid.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. Scary man. Scary quiet man.
So if I ever come to a Bury the Masses show, when you guys play Nashville, am I gonna have to like kind of like be wary of him? Am I gonna get like lighter
He
fluid
might
on?
bite. He is known to bite. Sometimes I have to kick him because he bites. He very quiet man who just sits in corner and bite people and carry lighter fluid.
So for Limp Tie, were you in the pit?
No. Much bigger men in the pit that scared the shit out of me. Old people get crazy in the pit. You ain't seen nothing till you're seeing five 300-pound, 40, 50-year-old blue collar workers smashing into each other at Louder Than Life. It is very scary. I don't want to break bones. So I watch from sideline. I clap at them. Good for them. They kill each other, not me.
That's a smart business decision. Yeah, I gave up on the pit a long time ago. I'm
I
nearing.
mosh at smaller shows, but I know mosh at festivals. That's scary. You know Miles?
I do not.
You knew to write. Listen, best rapper alive. Better than anybody I've ever heard. Bars all day.
I will definitely check it out, man. Send me the links for sure. I'd love to check them out.
Something you need to listen to in private time.
I appreciate it, man. I'm always down to check out. check out new artists.
He best. There is no better. Please email me after checking him out and tell me how accurate this statement is.
I'm a man of my word. I will. And we follow. I believe we follow each other on Instagram, right?
Yes, I barely use Instagram. Mainly TikTok. People on TikTok like us, so I mess with TikTok.
Yeah, I gotta build up the TikTok. I've been on. Wow, I sounded like an old man when I said that. Now, just Ty, I got to build up the TikTok. I'm on there, but I'm not on there as much as I am Instagram. So I'll find you on there. We'll hit each other up about Miles and bury the masses. Well,
It's
how?
crazy. We sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
We're all good at different things. So like me, I'm very good at TikTok marketing. So I do our marketing on TikTok. Then Berran's very good at YouTube. He has like 477,000 subscribers through his YouTube shorts and just posting memes and silly stuff. People love it and follow him. And then he does get good traction to his music too, but a lot more subs off the memes. And but we're it's all a good combination of a bunch of people who know this, some know that. We all know it all together. Yeah, no. So we're hoping for big explosion tonight. By the time you post, hopefully we popular band. If not, that's his answer. Three claps.
I think 6 weeks from now, people will be very aware of bury the masses. Yeah. There's all you guys have already drummed up interest. So I think people be aware of you. But with the different social media skill sets, man, maybe you guys could help me out with that because I'm kind of a caveman with this stuff, dude.
Yes, very happy. If you email, we will give you any tips you need. We are humble ex alpaca farmers who learned a lot during the alpaca fire war.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize alpacas were that aggressive, dude. But then again, I feel like that could be a great future t-shirt design. You know what I mean?
Every song we make is about hating alpacas. They are diss songs at heart, even when they are not diss songs.
And again on the media tip, you guys are carving out your own lane then, because not only is it like a concept potential record, right? There's potential there for that, but I don't know that there's ever been a concept album alpaca new metal record. So that would really be a first.
Yes, don't tell people. They know get it. A lot of people like alpacas. We like people's money who like alpacas. So don't tell them we hate alpacas.
Man, I got a lot of alpaca content that I got to edit out then, dude.
They'll forget it. They won't remember.
So while we're on the topic of bury the masses, and thanks again, Ty, for taking the time. I really appreciate it, especially again as this is hitting people's ears. It will be early June, so I'm going to manifest that the Detroit Pistons are in the NBA Finals because that's my team. Um, I know it's not, probably likely with Boston and Cleveland, but I'm manifesting that happens. But if that doesn't happen, I'm manifesting Bury the Masses having an awesome hit single and Hitta Lick that's going to be out for everybody. But just in the realm and in the wheelhouse, we mentioned some of the bands. Shout out Black Cat Bill and Dropout Kings, but who are some of your favorites? Like if you could put some songs or maybe some songs in a time capsule for either new metal or alternative rock, what are some of your favorites, Ty?
Oh my God, all of them. I like I like a lot of Limp Bizkit. I like a lot of break stuff and Generation and uh and Behind Blue Eyes. Awesome cover. Awesome cover. Head PE, another good band. System of a Down has like 70 good songs. It's weird. They're all songs weird, all songs good. Don't know what to say.
Aerials
Listen,
is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite from System. Limp, I really love Boiler, Rearranged. Like in terms of like the songs that were hits but weren't like the big hits. Boiler, Rearranged, the Behind Blue Eyes is a really good cover. Um, the last record before they took a hiatus that had Almost Over. Remember that song? Almost Over is a sick song too. I love that one.
I like songs.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the new metal stuff. Corn is one of my favorite bands of all time. So they would probably be at the
I
tippy.
like corn too, with butter and a little bit of salt.
As I've aged, I'm more of a street corn guy than corn on the cob. But if we're talking music, nobody touches corn with a K, in my opinion. I think those guys are some of the godfathers of a lot of bands. As Jamie Josta from Hatebreed would say, I think there's a lot of bands that owe them a sandwich because
Yes,
the time they came out, nobody was really doing what they were doing.
they are very nice. They do nice stuff. Corn very oh we want. Very nice.
Are there seven strings and Bury the Masses?
Yes, we use 7 string. Weird tuning.
Are the singles different tunings, or do you guys do it all in one tuning?
They are all in same tuning except for whenever we fuck whenever we switch to acoustic, because sometimes we write songs for the ladies. Not every song is heavy. We're kind of more of when we're talking when we're talking creativity. We don't have breakdowns in every song. Some songs are softer. Hitta Lick is definitely a softer, more new metal song. As to our other songs, we have full on breakdowns and pigeon T riffs. And then in other songs, we have acoustics and sad, whiny pop star uh, feature from whiny emo guys.
I'm a fan of all of it, man. I like emo stuff. I like heavy stuff. I like genty stuff. Um, I'm a big fan of all of it. Now the mask that you have on right now, maybe it's maybe it's backwards or maybe not, but it looks like a 999 potentially. Is that a nod to
Yes,
Juice World? Because Juice World's my favorite rapper.
I really like Juice. Yes, it is just homage, no affiliation.
So give me some of your favorite Juice songs, man.
I see the shadow in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
Right on, man. Yeah, Lucid Dreams. That's it's a hell of a song. That whole
She
record
told me
got
put my heart in the bag.
his music got me through some dark days, dude. Like a lot of people. Shout out to Juice. Um,
Juice is very nice, very nice.
Juice is very nice. Um, and for you guys, by the time this comes out, are there any plans for live shows, Ty?
Not yet. We more focused on good content and getting the fan base. We do not wish to be poor people. So we want to be famous before so we can ask for money and they want to pay us money to play. And then we bring fans. Because that's the way you should do it. Because why would you tour for no people? See, people think you have to play shows to make all this money. No, you need to get fans first, so they pack the shows and you make money. If I can advertise and get enough people to come to one show and it sells out compared to you playing to 20 people in 2 3 weeks, and I made more money in one show than you did in 2 3 weeks. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, especially
So
an online
sorry.
audience. No, you're good, man. Yeah, especially if you can get like an audience first, because yeah, touring is expensive to load in, to load out, gas money, trying to find a place to stay along the way. Like, yeah, it can be expensive, especially for a new artist like you guys, man. So no, I'm with you.
We
So it
we are
sounds
going to
that you guys got
hit.
the social media chops to build up the band.
We are trying to hit it hard.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys, man. By the time this hits people's ears, like we said, Hit a Lick is going to be out. Um, are there any plans like what can you tell me and the listeners? And thanks again, Ty, for taking the time to do the podcast, dude. I really appreciate it. Um, let's say by like midsummer, um, are there plans to have any more singles out, or are you guys just kind of let this one ride for the first couple of months?
It goes on people. So it depends on how people feel. If they want us to get new music out, they need to stream the music. So we're going to try Hitta Lick, and we are mainly waiting on videos. So for one video, we are working with puppets. We are hiring a puppeteer to make a whole music video out of puppets of us playing our videos or our music. And then and the other two we are hiring famous graphic designer, no AI, no AI at all. Instagram videographer who worked with lots of big rappers and things of that nature to create two animated videos for songs that we have bigger features on. And that kind of takes time. So we're kind of just waiting on those. I think the puppets will be done first because puppets are easy. Puppets are just woo, puppets, you know?
Yeah, no, I think it's cool that you guys are gonna mix it up, man, as far as the video content. And the animated stuff is cool. And I think, yeah, I think that's cool that you're working with somebody who's done work for a lot of other artists. Animated, I think the animated videos are sick. I love when bands have fun with that. And even like when bands experiment with like puppets or like claymation. Seven Dust had a really cool video a couple years ago when their new record came out. Um,
We do it anymore. Nobody do it anymore.
Yeah, and it's cool to have that element to it, man. It's another creative element because I feel like there was a minute there where you remember like 10 years ago, Ty, where I feel like a lot of times when a band would have a new single come out, it was like the lyric videos. And those were cool, but there was a period there where I felt like there wasn't as many music videos. And I feel like over the last like maybe 5 to 10 years, bands have kind of picked back up on the visuals and the the video side of things, which I love because like growing up, man, I used to watch TRL all the time with my sister, and I man, like speaking of corn, whenever they would knock the boy bands out of like the top spot, I loved it, and they always had sick videos. That Freak on a Leash video to me is still one of the dopest of all time.
That's what really upset Zero. Backstreet Boys is his favorite band. He will lie and tell you he like other band. He like a Day to Remember or Corn or something, but he lie. He like Backstreet Boys and and NSYNC. Those are his two favorite bands. And I don't care what anybody says. That's the truth.
Hey man, to each their own. I'm not a music snob over here. Whatever you like, whatever you're into is whatever you're into. But at that time, being a 12, 13-year-old kid, with some angst, I was really happy anytime, like whether it's POD, Corn, I was really happy when people from
Yeah.
Skit when they would, knock the boy bands out of the top spot. But I'm excited for you guys, man. Before we wrap it up, Ty, and thanks again so much for taking the time to do the show, dude. It's been fun talking with you. Again, everybody check out Hit a Lick. And as we're recording this, it's on the eve of you guys dropping that, man. So I really appreciate the time, dude. What words of advice do you want to give anybody out there who's creating content, whether it's music, whether it's videos, production? What are some things along your musical path, man, that have helped keep you going and get you to this point with Bury the Masses that you feel like might be inspiring to somebody out there who's maybe they're teetering on the verge of like quitting. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Any type of self-doubt? Like, what are some things that have worked for you along the way with music, dude?
Well, what you do is what you got to. What you gotta do is engage with people and try to make, fan base. And you can't do that if you're being a little bitch all the time. So just stop being a little bitch and get yourself out there. Some people not like you, some people like you. You never know till you try.
Hell yeah, man. Well, Ty, I really appreciate it, dude. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to do the podcast. I really enjoyed Hit a Lick. Shout out to Johnny. He's sent a lot of awesome artists my way, man. And I think Bury the Masses has a lot of potential, and it's cool that you guys linked up with Black Cat Bill too. He's good people, man. It was cool to have him on the show back in the day and meet those guys when they were here in Nashville, and it's been cool to see those guys ascend. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be a good luck charm. Not that I don't have anything to do with Dropout King's success. They were dope long before they talked to me, but I mean, he did do this show, and they're blowing up. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be like a good luck charm. Maybe March 4th will be some good luck for Bury the Masses.
Yes, we try. We hope. I rub your head for good luck.
Well, hey man, stay clear of the alpacas out there. All right.
Fuck alpacas.
Yeah. Stay clear of those guys. But otherwise, best of luck to you guys, man. And for people who aren't aware of Bury the Masses, if this is the first time that they're gonna be hearing about y'all, where can they find you? You mentioned TikTok. That's the main place.
TikTok, Facebook. You can follow Berran's Instagram or Berran's YouTube. We release all music videos on Berran's YouTube since it's already massive. No point in starting new one when we have big one. That's just
Hell yeah.
pointless.
Well, Ty, thanks again so much for taking the time, man. I'm really excited for you guys. I genuinely love the first single. I can't wait to hear the new ones, and especially with some of the teasers you've dropped with some of the artists that you're going to be working with, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Plenty more. Some good, some great.
Well, thanks so much, man. Go enjoy the rest of your night, and again, I can't thank you enough, dude. For I know how busy it is when bands are getting ready to put out something new, and this being the first one. I really appreciate you taking the time on the eve of the single dropping, dude. Thank you so much.
Yes. I'd be up all night running ads, and that is main thing is you have to think of ads as a a snowball effect. So if you're trying to grow something, you have to keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing, and then when you stop pushing it, melts in sun. So it's a continuous until it is big avalanche.
Well, I hope that Hit a Lick is a banger for other people as much as it was for me, man. And I think it will be. The video is awesome too. So I think you guys chose a great one to start with out the gate. So best
Only
best of
people who not like it are bitches. And I don't mean women, I mean bitches. Women are cool. We don't call women slurs. We call bitches bitches.
Well, it's a hell of a track. So shout out to Berran, shout out to you, Ty, and everybody in Bury the Masses, dude. I'm really excited for what you guys got cooking up, and by the time this comes out, we're manifesting it. When everybody's listening to this in early June, it's already going to be having a bunch of streams, and the music video is going to be sick. So we're going to put
Yeah,
good out. Well, thanks for your time, dude. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Alrighty, dighty, there you have it. That was my conversation with Ty of Bury the Masses. Make sure you go follow Ty on TikTok at ty.burythemasses. You can also find him at Ty of Bury the Masses on TikTok. And go follow Berran Lee on YouTube at Berran Lee, and that is spelled Berran. That is where you can watch the music video for Hitta Lick, which again already is closing in on 80,000 views. I think it's over 76,000 at the time this episode came out. So this is hitting y'all's eardrums about a month and a half after its release, and it's already getting to all the people. Shout out to Everest Studios, shout out to Ty, and shout out to all of you. You can follow all the links in the podcast description. So just scroll down to the bottom of the podcast description, hit those links, and that's where you can find Ty. That's where you can find Bury the Masses. That's where you can watch the music video and stay up to date with these guys, man, because once again, they've got some irons in the fire, like you heard about in that conversation. Future music videos, future collaborations, including with Black Cat Bill of Dropout Kings. So I'm really looking forward to that. Those guys are friends of the show. And once again, my condolences go out to the whole DOK family and Adam Ramey's family. I dedicated the last episode 175 with Julia Hu, to him. And obviously, mental health is a big component of this show, and one of the inspirations behind the name of March 4th, of perseverance and moving forward. So that episode was really entertaining with Ty, and I just want to say thanks again to him And thanks again to Johnny Zirkle for continuing to send me such great artists. These guys are sick, man. That what they're doing with trap metal, I really feel like that first single out the gate with Hitta Lick is really taking things to a new level. Berran is amazing on the mic, and the rest of the band sounds awesome. And I feel like whether you're listening to that in the car, in the gym, whether you're watching the YouTube video at home, you've got some in ears in at work or wherever you are, man. Like that song is bumping. So I'm really excited for these guys and their future. So once again, at Ty.Bury the Masses on TikTok, and you can also find him at Ty of Bury the Masses. Berran Lee on on YouTube. I'm so used to saying Instagram. Berran Lee on YouTube. I'm sure he's on Instagram though, but I'm going to share the YouTube link because he's got a lot of followers on that channel, and that's where you can watch the music video. All the links are in the podcast description. And if you did enjoy what you heard, and Ty is who brought you here, if you're brand new to the pirate ship and this is your first time listening to the show, please tell a friend, like and subscribe, leave a rating and a review on whatever streaming service this episode is hitting y'all's eardrums on, because those actions go a long way in helping this podcast get out to more people. And ultimately, that's what I want. I want to put more people on to awesome artists like Bury the Masses and hilarious people like Ty, and just in general, everything that they're doing with their music, man. So if you enjoyed it, please take those actions, interact with us on our socials, and it'll help the episode get out to more people. So that's going to be a wrap. Episode 176 is in the books. Once again, you can follow me on Instagram at March 4th Pod. I am on YouTube at March 4th Pod. All my links are in the podcast description for this episode. Ty gave me some good advice about TikTok. So at March 4th Podcast on TikTok. I'm trying to get that changed. You can look up March 4th Pod on TikTok. I think it's because initially I signed up with like a different email. I got to get a hold of somebody who knows somebody over there because I want everything to match. But anyway, all my links are in the podcast description for this episode as well. So hit me up. And yeah, man, just take care of yourselves. For real, man. We're halfway through the year, and there's a lot of potential on the horizon. You just got to believe in yourself. Don't quit on your dreams. Don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on each other. Keep the faith and be kind to one another, and be kind to yourselves. Courtesy of Ty of Bury the Masses, here's their debut single, Hitta Lick with Berran Lee. Peace.